Welcome aboard Airspace Economy Weekly Digest number 43. This week, airports are preparing for takeoff, airlines are opening new pathways across continents, and aircraft manufacturers are pushing closer to some very ambitious milestones. From Africa to Asia and beyond, the aviation industry continues to prove that standing still is simply not part of the flight plan. Let's get started. This week's aviation menu has a little something for everyone. New routes, airport developments, military aircraft deliveries, engine competition, and one aircraft manufacturer that's quietly working toward a much bigger place on the global stage. In other words, another perfectly normal week in aviation. Before an airport welcomes passengers, it has to pass a very important test. Can everything work together when the pressure is on? Noida International Airport recently completed a major turnaround trial, testing everything from baggage handling to aircraft servicing. Think of it as a dress rehearsal before opening night. So far, the performance seems to be going according to script. Sometimes the most important aviation stories aren't about new aircraft or new routes. Tanzanian Airlines remain on the European Union's air safety list, limiting access to European markets. The story highlights how safety oversight and regulatory compliance remain fundamental building blocks for airline growth. In aviation, trust isn't requested. It's earned. Passengers love many things: free upgrades, extra legroom, a short security line, but perhaps nothing beats an on-time departure. Vietnam Airlines has secured a place among the most punctual carriers in the Asia-Pacific region, proving that operational discipline still matters. Because the best delay is the one that never happens. One new route can unlock an entire region. That's exactly what's happening with the new Addis Ababa to Nacala connection. The route links northern Mozambique more closely to global markets, creating opportunities for tourism, trade, and investment. Sometimes economic development arrives with wings attached. Ethiopian Airlines continues to show why it's one of Africa's most agile carriers. The airline is strengthening connections between Russia and destinations, including Mauritius, Mozambique, and Oman. As travel patterns shift around the world, successful airlines aren't waiting for demand to find them. They're flying directly toward it. Royal Air Maroc may soon add another star to its route map. The airline is preparing for nonstop service between Casablanca and Los Angeles. For travelers, that's a direct link between North Africa and the U.S. West Coast. For Royal Air Maroc, it's another step in its strategy to turn Casablanca into a major intercontinental gateway. In military aviation, competition is becoming increasingly interesting. South Korea is expected to receive its first Embraer C-390 Millennium transport aircraft in 2026. The aircraft has steadily attracted international customers, thanks to its modern capabilities and operational flexibility. It's another sign that new players are challenging traditional leaders in defense aviation. Ethiopian Airlines appears again this week. This time, the focus is Mauritius. As travel demand evolves and some Middle Eastern traffic softens, the airline is strengthening connectivity to the island nation. It's a reminder that route planning is a little like chess. The best airlines are always thinking several moves ahead. Buying an aircraft is a major decision. Choosing the engine can be just as important. Uganda Airlines is evaluating engine options for future Boeing 787 Dreamliner acquisitions. Fuel burn, maintenance costs, reliability, and long-term performance all enter the equation. It's one of those decisions passengers rarely notice, but airlines think about for decades. Every aircraft engine starts as an idea. The challenge is turning that idea into a product rolling off a production line. PowerTech has now entered serial production of its PJ120 turbojet engine, marking an important milestone in the company's journey. For aerospace manufacturers, reaching production is where innovation begins meeting reality. China's COMAC continues moving steadily toward its global ambitions. The C919 program is progressing through advanced maintenance and validation activities as the manufacturer works toward broader international acceptance. The goal is clear: compete on the world stage. And while the journey is still underway, the aviation industry is paying close attention. 3 themes stood out this week. First, connectivity continues expanding through new routes and market access. Second, aviation infrastructure remains a major investment priority. And third, competition is intensifying, whether it's airlines fighting for passengers or manufacturers fighting for market share. The aviation world isn't just growing, it's getting more competitive. Africa remains one of the most exciting aviation growth stories anywhere in the world. New routes are opening, connectivity is improving, airlines are expanding their networks, and regional integration continues gaining momentum. If aviation is the engine of economic connectivity, Africa is adding more horsepower every year. If this week's headlines tell us anything, it's that aviation remains focused firmly on the future. Airports are preparing for launch. Airlines are chasing new opportunities. Manufacturers are advancing new technologies and certification goals. And across the industry, momentum continues building at cruising altitude. And that's a wrap for AirSpace Economy Weekly Digest number 43. Thanks for spending a few minutes with us. If you enjoyed this update, be sure to subscribe, share it with your network, and follow AirSpace Economy for more aviation insights every week. Until next time, safe travels, smooth skies, and enjoy the weekend.